Wait a minute, I just told you about great music coming to Haverford Township in September, but there's even more great music coming to Haverford Township in September. The person of the week today is Tom Glenn, and he is half of a jazz guitar duo that is coming to the Grange estate on September 20th. So meet Tom Glenn of Tom Glenn and Stu Goodis. So today on the Haverford 7 Show, I have Tom Glenn, and his musical partner is not with us today, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. I keep finding very talented people all around Haverford Township here, and so we're going to talk a little bit about the music scene in Haverford and some upcoming things. So Tom, tell me a little bit about your background first. Let's just start there in terms of the kind of music you guys do, and you do solo work. You have a musical partner as well. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. A quick summary. Right now we're talking about a CD that was done by Goodis and Glenn. It's a guitar duo.
Okay.
We're both jazz guitarists. I met Stu in Philadelphia. I was teaching at a place called the New Power Conservatory in the early '80s.
Okay.
He came in as a young man. I taught him, and then he just blossomed into
You taught him everything he knows.
No.
He's not here to speak, so we can
I taught him enough to go out and become himself, and he has. And he's really blossomed. Okay. To the extent that he now lives in the West Coast, and he actually has won a couple Emmy Awards for music he's written.
Nice.
For soap operas and things like that. But he makes his living teaching jazz guitar and performing, and we reunited. I'm not going to go into all the details, but we decided, well, we see each other every year. Why don't we do some music? And we do a lot of exchanging on the internet. Yeah. But eventually we get into the same space and pretty much let it rip the way we do on this program. So we've been fortunate enough to do 4 CDs, and we've got them onto Pandora, and we've had a lot of success with the other places, and iTunes and all that. And,
excellent.
And we've done a fair amount of performing, so it's been fun.
And do you guys have, is there like background music as well, or is it the two of you only? I mean, is there...
No, on these CDs it's just 2 guitars.
Two guitars,
we're very strict about that. We don't enhance it in any way.
Okay, excellent. So it is a musical duet that started as a mentor-mentee and became, musical collaboration, and now you're coast to coast. And And so, what's the most recent CD that you guys have?
It's called New Song, and we just released. I guess it was May, really. So it's just starting to get legs a little bit.
So hot off the press, or whatever we call it these days.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I just got the copyright back from our second CD, which we did in 2011.
Okay.
It just was this long, drawn-out process, and something got lost in the Library of Congress. Can you imagine? So, so anyway, I just got that copyrighted, so now we're waiting for 3 and 4 to be.
Okay,
but
so
they are.
So they're just a little out of sequence in their copyright timeline, but okay.
Yeah.
And so you've got some upcoming local events. So if people are interested in hearing Tom Glenn and Stu Goodis, they can, right? So
we do.
You've got one coming up at the Grange.
That's right.
Start there.
At the Grange Estate, which is just a beautiful place. And we're doing that on September 20th. It's from 2 to 3:30, and it's very family friendly. We're gonna, because hopefully, if the weather cooperates, we'll be sitting out. They'll be sitting outside.
Right.
And maybe you can lay a blanket down or something. Bring the kids. There's no charge for children under 12, and it's $10 admission fee, which is pretty reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty reasonable these days. So we're looking forward to that, and that'll be just the 2 of us. We will do some music besides our own, but it's going to be a focus on our original songs.
Okay. So that's the 20th of September, and what time does it start?
2 o'clock to 3:30.
Okay, and you've sent me the press release stuff, so I'm going to do a blog post along with this video, so we'll put all the press release details. So if you're watching this on the website at Haverford7show.com, just look below and you'll find all the details. If you're watching on YouTube, come over to Haverford7show.com and look down, in the blog post, and you'll find all the details, and you'll be able to click over. We'll make sure there's links so that people can get the CDs if they want, all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And before you hit the 20th there, you're actually doing a very small event for us, because as most people know at this point, I'm running for Township Commissioner in the 7th Ward, and we're doing a fundraiser together with the 3rd Ward candidate, Kevin McCluskey, and so you and your partner are kind enough to come and play for us on the 19th of September for those that we're inviting, and I'll have lots of information on the website for that as well.
That'll be a lot of fun. We're looking forward
Well,
to
we
that,
really
yeah.
appreciate it. It's,
Yeah.
it's going to make the event a lot more fun and hopefully draw more people who want to come and enjoy some music, as
Yeah.
well as win some potential prizes. We have lots of gift baskets that are coming, so it's going to be
That's
fun.
right.
It'll
Yeah,
be a
that should
fun
be
time.
that should be a good time.
But looking forward to the Grange event as well. And Havertown seems to be becoming a music scene. I mean, you guys are part of it, but it's
I was
amazing
blown
to me.
away because I failed to mention I grew up here, and I'm back in the house that I grew up in right in Chatham Park. And when I grew up, there were not all of these events. There
Yeah.
weren't outdoor events at all. I was involved in music, but it was in spite of almost in spite of Havertown. And now
Right.
there's these great programs, and there's great programs at school, Haverford. I mean,
Exactly.
it's really featured.
And they
as-
sort of interrelate with each other because we just had Springfest, and Springfest helps raise money for some of the jazz programs that are over at the high school.
I didn't know that.
They have a jazz residency program where they bring in a jazz musician to work with the students, and that gets funded by grant money and things like that. So
That's
it's a
great.
great program. And we've got the Haverford Music Festival coming up in September as well, right before the Grange. So people are going to get a fill of music here if they stay tuned. And we're going to, if it's all right with you, I mean, can we share some clips on the blog post itself to share with some of the?
Sure,
put a couple
absolutely.
of clips of the music you guys do, so people can
Be
sample it and then hopefully fall in love with it and buy your CD.
That would be great. Yeah, we'd love to do that. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being our person of the week here on the Haverford 7 show this week. Any closing thoughts you want to share? Other events that are coming after the Grange that you guys haven't?
Yes, actually, well, one is in New England. We're playing at the Falmouth Jazz
That's right.
Festival.
I go up to Cape Cod almost every year. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it this year because
Yeah.
of the election.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I didn't realize. So how many years in a row now?
This is our 5th year at the Falmouth Jazz Festival.
Okay.
I'm talking about Goodis and Glenn. We play with a quartet up there. We use a drummer and bass player.
Excellent,
It
okay.
kind of makes it fun. And in January, a little different slant. I have a CD of my own that was just released called Shuffle Time. And,
Okay.
that's going to be featured by an organization. It's a great organization called Jazz Bridge that runs concerts around the perimeter of Philadelphia once a month in different locations. Ours is going to be in Collingswood, New Jersey, but on January 7th, we're performing with the original musicians that did the CD, and we're doing I think it's an hour-and-a-half concert there. And the organization, I should mention, raises money for indigent jazz musicians or people in need. It's strictly focused
The
on
true starving artists.
That's
Yes.
right. So it's an honor to be a part of it.
That
It
is
a good thing,
excellent.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of goodness around music, so it's
Yeah.
terrific. So Tom, Glenn, thank you for being with us today. I'm going to have all the links here in the blog post to your website, to where people can get the CDs. We'll put a couple of sample clips of some of your music, so people can get a taste of a duet of jazz guitar and see if they love that music. And join us at the Grange on September 20th. Then.
That's right. We'll see you.
All right.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.